Every year I host a big event because I remember where I was the first time I went to an event like this one that I'm hosting this weekend, and it forever changed my life. I remember where I was sitting and the inspiration that came to me, the downloads. And anytime I go to an event like this, I take two sets of notes. I take notes of what the speakers are saying, and I take notes about the feelings and the inspiration that I get for my own life, for people in my life, or what I can do. This event was a special one for me. I brought in a lot of the mentors that have helped me in my life so that I could have them pour into my audience and my group that we are today.
Welcome, Gus. How you doing? Okay. Looks like a smooth running machine. What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? Rex. He was excited to meet you.
Jimmy, how are you? Good to see you.
Keep your head going.
We started out with Damon West. This guy was sentenced to life in prison. Can you imagine spending your life? 8 years ago, he was sitting in a jail cell thinking he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. Now he's one of the top motivational speakers on the entire planet. And then my friend Keaton Hoskins, the muscle. This guy's one of the biggest hearts I've ever met in my entire life. And then Forbes Riley, one of the best pitch people in the entire country. She's sold over $2 billion through online and TV ads. And then, of course, my mentor, Ed Mylett. If you've never heard Ed speak, he was named the #1 mentor and speaker in the entire country. You'll see why. Of course, I got an opportunity to speak myself. I got to talk about one of my heroes, one of my mentors as well, Mr. Dave Vobora. He was the speaker that came up after me. My keynote speech is about Dave and how he helps men and former military members that have lost limbs in the war and help them find purpose like he did with my friend Q that climbed Kilimanjaro. At the end of day one, we got to go spend the night with our special friends at the Night to Shine event thrown by Tim Tebow. This is an event where we get to help these kings and queens, these princes and princesses to feel special. They get to be the stars of the show, and we just dance the entire night away. The next day, I got everybody up early. We went for a hike. Of course, we had to go Wim Hof style, so we took our shirts off. It's kind of a crazy experience that you really don't feel the cold once you get moving. We had over 150 members of the group show up and come on the hike. And we had special speakers, Ben Kerr, Mel Abraham, Melissa Von Muser. So many amazing, amazing speakers. We also got to hear from a couple of my mentors, Mr. Erwin McManus, my #1 speaker on the planet, and also Chris Williamson. He has over 500 million downloads on his podcast. And of course, we ended the entire thing with a special Super Bowl party. Go Niners, amazing opportunity to spend some time just connecting with all the people and really summing up what was a beautiful weekend.
This is all like the conversation we had months ago in basketball. What's up, dude?
So yesterday, Stacy was like, "Yeah, we'll let you on the helicopter." She's like, "We'll just tell the cars to move." I was like, "No." Jimmy's like, "Well, no, I just parked over it." Yeah, and she was like, "No, we'll just move and we'll land." I'm like, "No, I already talked to Jimmy. We're not doing that." I'm like, "Unless I can land on the top of the building, I can't."
He got me in trouble at my Easter party. He flew his helicopter and the cops started being jerks about it.
While they were
Life's a pot of boiling water. You already know it. It's harsh, stressful, it's difficult. You got 3 choices, the same 3 choices everybody else has. Be like a carrot that turns soft and mushy and weak in the pot of boiling water of life, or the egg that turns hard and mad and mean and angry. And it's okay. You're going to be the carrot and the egg sometimes. I am too. But don't get stuck there, because you have a 3rd choice. We all have a 3rd choice in life, to be like that coffee bean. You know what a coffee bean does on a carrot day or egg day? Coffee beans, we stop the day and we start it over. And you can't do anytime you want that day. 9 o'clock in the morning, noon, 4 p.m., having a bad day, hit the pause button, take a step back, take a deep breath, and tell life, I'm not gonna live like that. I'm not gonna be the carrot, I'm not gonna be the egg. Then you run and jump in that pot of boiling water called life, and you tell life, you know what? I'm a coffee bean, turn it up, I got this.
All right, where's Jimmy at? Jimmy, get up here. I gotta do something real quick. That last speech was wonderful. Get up here. Okay. I want you to raise your hand if Jimmy has changed your life. That's pretty cool. Now, and listen really carefully to what I say, I want you to stand up if he saved your life. Holy shit, I was thinking like 1 or 2 people. That's pretty powerful. Man, I'm really glad I got to share this moment with you. That's cool. Wow. That's a true leader. I want to start off by telling you, you are absolutely nuts if you're not following him and you're not in the we are the they group because of the value in which he brings. You guys just saw a few people stand up and say, he saved my life. The reason I wanted you to see that, because I wanted you to feel that, that's an incredible, incredible feeling. These events are awesome, but to know that you saved people's lives, that's a true leader. I wanted to tell you, I'm freaking proud of you, and I'm so honored to be able to run with you. Love you, bro.
Are you able to enjoy this, or are you stressed? Yeah. No, honestly, my team's dialed right now. Come on, back.
This looks awesome, man.
Look at this room. Good to see you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for having us. So pumped. Yeah.
I need to ask you a couple things.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I had a talk plan, which I want to meet with AV to get it straight.
Okay.
But actually driving over, like, maybe I'll do some stuff I've not done before.
Yeah.
You want me to be vulnerable for them? Or do you
can say that. Yeah, you say that. They'd love that.
Your whole purpose of the group is to get these guys to open up and find
Vulnerable,
self-love, be vulnerable. Can I do that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do the
I'm
old.
going to go off script a little bit.
You know what's funny with my group?
Yeah.
Almost every single guy that comes to speak to them goes off sick. They feel the energy of
Relive the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ed Mylett!
Let me tell you why I'm here first. I'm here because of my affection for Jimmy. I'm privileged that I get to coach Jimmy, and I think he is one of the most wonderful human beings. He's a blessing in my life. I know he's been a blessing in a lot of your lives, and I tell him all the time, man, if you were a stock, I would buy you right now, because this dude's going up, and he's already at a really high level. And so what I'd like to do today, hopefully, is help you go to the next level as well. Would you be interested in doing any of that? Okay, so let's do it. I'm gonna give a talk I've never given today before. I just feel like a lot of you have seen me speak before. Is that true? How many of you seen me speak? Okay, vast majority of you. So let's just cover some new stuff. You want to do that? Okay, cool. What qualified that person, whoever they are, to help my dad? Was it how perfect they were? How spectacular their life? What a visionary leader? How non-sinning they were? No mistakes, no failures, no setbacks. Everything was up. Is that what qualified them? Yes or no? What do you think? No. You know what qualified them? This is how amazing God is, how amazing life is. When you get this, you shift. You know what qualified them? They were a drunk. They were an alcoholic. They were a liar. They sinned before. They had made mistakes in their life. I'm getting goosebumps. That's what qualified them. Because in life, babe, you're most qualified to help the person you used to be. You want to know why you're moved by what I'm talking about right now? You want to know why? If you are? Because truth vibrates at the highest frequency. So if you're a frequency energy person, just like I am, truth vibrates at the highest frequency, and when you hear truth, it affects you. And I haven't said anything that ain't true about you. What I'm telling you is true about you. You were born to do something great with your life. You're the special one. That person who saw it when you were a little boy or a little girl, they were right. And I'd love you to decide right now, in this moment, you're gonna make the decision to be that man or to be that woman. Does that sound good? Yes? All right, I'm over on my time, so thank you so much for letting me talk off the cuff today. God bless you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
What's up, buddy?
stays on schedule, always. Always. You have to. Otherwise, you just sit there and wait on each other all damn day.
We'll just jam. So just a couple of guys.
An honor, Ed.
Great to be here, brother. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you for that. And I mean, for me, I don't hire these coaches because I want to name drop them. I hire them because there's a system to life that I've been able to hack, Ed, and you've done this too, but I find out who is where I want to be that used to be where I am.
Yes.
And then I go get in their world. Yes. And you are that guy for me. I'm like, if I get around this guy for 10 years, there's no way I'm not where I want to be, where he is. Like, it will work because I'm just going to do all the things that he did.
Yeah, and mainly, and a lot of it is not that I'm a guru, it's that you're learning from mistakes I've made. I can save you a bunch of time.
It's my personal feeling that society is sucking the masculinity out of the men in our country and our world. And some of the statistics I'm going to share with you are going to be a little scary because you guys have kids. The reason I want to share this with you is because as parents, it is critical for us as dreamers to understand what our kids are up against and why we need to help them learn to dream too.
The best part about this whole movement, though, my job is to be able to see all the different people from all the different parts of my life and then to get them together and watch them become friends, watch them benefit each other's lives. My original idea, you guys, was so bad that I laugh now thinking about it. I was gonna get all the influencers that I was becoming friends with, and I was gonna get us to all go on these cool trips together, like the trips that we get to go on now, right? And trust me, I would much rather go to Iceland with Dan Blankenship than Gary Vee. Okay, I can promise you that. I'd much rather sit on the beach in the Bahamas with Michael Conti than with David Goggins, right? One of the funniest things that Ed ever told me, by the way, he goes, Jimmy, just be you. He goes, you don't want to be the next David Goggins. He goes, shit, David Goggins doesn't want to be David Goggins. There's so many people that are trying to get up the mountain. And by the way, you guys, it's kind of a trick of life. When you get to the mountain, you're only there for about 20 minutes. You got to go find the next mountain. But the beautiful thing is every time you climb a mountain, you know that you can climb the next mountain. So wherever you're at, whatever you've been going through, who's your Dave Vabora? Who's your mentor? Who's got you? What group is going to carry you?
Whatever I'm doing, my goal is I'm trying to do it the same way. That would be the predictable side of me as a leader, me as a hope dealer. It'd be the opportunity to make sure that people believe in them. People believe, I believe in them until they can believe in themselves. And the trickle-down effect of that becomes the opportunity for them to then pay it forward. You know, the stories that I could keep telling are very synonymous because it all comes back to hope. But think about what I said to open this. We don't like to be interrupted. We as a society plan and overplan so much of our day. But if you can look for opportunities to be interrupted, to be inconvenienced for the sake of some human, you're gonna discover why you're here and continue to feel like you hit the pillow really, really well at night.
Yeah. Looking good.
Thank you. I had it for the type.
I didn't see it and get to meet you. I'm gonna be hanging out with you tonight, okay?
way too many shirts on. This is a shirtless hike.
I don't know if it works.
You need the nipple
Use it like
chapstick.
Whoa! Yeah! We love this.
Let's go, baby! Come on! Ah! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Come on, baby! Come on! You guys got the opportunity today to stand out, be disobedient to average, and guess what? People are watching. Tell them how you live, show them how you live, and be a victor. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
See, because you've all been given 3 gifts in our lifetime. Now, there's a unique gift you each have, but there's 3 gifts we all have. One is the gift of time. The question is, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to spend it? How are you going to invest it? What are you going to do to change the things? The second is a gift of talent. Now, it might be talent you still have to develop. It might be talent you already have. The question is, how are you going to use those talents to improve the human condition, to improve the world, to improve the people that are around you, to share the love, to give it to the world, because dying with it inside of you isn't an option. And the third is the gift of treasures. The people you share life with, the people that you love, the people that stand by your side.
And I look back now and I realize if that had not happened to me, I would have not created a different future that brought people like Jimmy into my life. He brought friends like Ed Mylett and John Gordon into my life. And I look at my life now and I look at my life then, and I would never trade this life for that life. In fact, if you sat at a table with me and said, Erwin, I have this life available for you, but it's gonna cost you $10 million. It's gonna cost you every penny you have. It's gonna require that you spend 5 years taking $1 million lien on your house and finishing every project with your own money and going through so much pain, you'll wonder why this is happening to you. Are you willing to step into this future by embracing this failure? My answer would be yes, 1,000 times yes. Because your best future is on the other side of your failures.
You have already achieved goals you said would make you happy. How can you assume that your happiness sits on the other side of the next goal you have, given that right now you're on the other side of the last goal that you said you would be happy after you achieved it? You have to find happiness in something more concrete and scalable than this. So look, ultimately, here's what you need to know. Posting on your Tinder bio that you do the thing isn't doing the thing. Going to a fitness retreat in Bali with whoever won Love Island last year isn't doing the thing. Telling your barber about how you're going to do the thing as soon as your mum upgrades the Wi-Fi isn't doing the thing. Screaming in your dealer's face that you two should start a business in the morning after a fat line isn't doing the thing. A huge list reminding you of all the things that aren't doing the thing isn't doing the thing, and unfortunately for you, even coming to this event isn't doing the thing. The only thing that's doing the thing is. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Chris Williamson. Thank you so much for today.
making his way